Hey there, everybody, and yeah, we're actually going to do something that I kind of like did not normally do. I believe, yeah, not gonna lie, this is kind of something I normally not gonna do that much, like in the first place. But since I'm kind of really wanted to do, yeah, so I decided, you know what, I might as well just do it anyway because why not? So in case you guys maybe know, I actually played Sims 4 Parenthood mini walkthrough for like the last year, and yeah, I kind of wrapped this mini walkthrough up around the last year. Now it's been a year since I wrapped the story of the family, or like being together and creating some like leading the kids to the right path, some drama, some childhood food. There's a lot of stuff like that. Well, I mean, after I actually finished this mini walkthrough, I decided to play this family off camera to, like continuing their story. Yeah, some sort like that. And I guess it's actually maybe a fun idea to do the Sim 4 Parenthood, 1 year later. So this is gonna be the title right here. So it can involve around like the time I spend my own time playing my Parenthood families, or like my Parenthood game walkthrough save game, and just review you guys like what they're actually up into since since been a year since I actually finished off their families, like walk through something like that. So we start off, and you remember this house? Yes, this is actually the house where everything's began. Yeah, I really miss this house. Not the best house that I ever created. Not gonna lie, I'm just saying here, but it is still a great house. Yeah, really nice. So I really miss this house. I mean, to be fair, I kind of miss recording the game with this house because apparently, yeah, I kind of play off camera anyway. So there's that. Also, you guys kind of see something different right here. So this room kind of still the same, but we got some of the like equipment that I just add a little bit, just touching up. Also, we're getting like some bedroom extension with the double bed. Yes, the double bed indeed. Also, this used to be the kind of like, in case you guys remember, the parents' room. In other words, yeah, like the parents who are actually starting this family dramas, or like family reunion and something like that. Unfortunately, in case you guys know, time passed, so both of them are now passed away. So in case you guys see their actually their gravestone there. I mean, funny enough, that I actually play off camera and we see them kind of like just cause some drama as a how a lot, and I repeat a lot, man. But because of that, I decided to like transform their old bedroom into like a workout center, because apparently they weren't actually leaving the house right now. Actually, were on their like athlete career, or like anything like that. So there's that. So the second floor, I mean, kind of still the same, but apparently this used to be the oldest child um bedroom, but then he kind of moving out. In case you maybe watched my kind of like Parenthood mid walkthrough a years ago, you kind of know this used to be his bedroom, but now actually transferred into the oldest child of the house room, and this one also transferred to. I mean, yeah, I may have to read introduction some Sims here over, because like, in case you guys maybe already forgot, kind of like who I would say, sorry, this my tongue got tied a little bit. Kind of like who they are, something like that. It's really been a year since I recording this mini walkthrough, right? So we're gonna go with yes, we actually have Alan. And so in case you guys remembering the Alan, so he's kind of like a bit of a genius and quite a dog in some way. He's quite a cool package. I mean, not gonna lie. I mean, again, probably Alan maybe in my opinion for the family is kind of like maybe kind of like the least interesting, I believe. It just I know, man. I kind of want to having some of the sibling thematic here after all. I mean, in case you guys know, I'll show you guys the genealogy a little bit. He is yeah, he's actually twin sister of Ira. So in case you guys see that there's a twin sister, but they're actually having more siblings than you think. Right now, he is finally like now he's an adult. I believe in the end of my walkthrough, he's actually just beginning of young adult after all. Now he actually married and have two kids, and two really cute, adorable, must protect kid for sure. So yeah, that's actually sum up. And in case you guys know that we actually remember Ariana, that kind of like the moms of both Ira and Alan for the beginning of the Parenthood walkthrough, and kind of like become of the mother figure to the families and something like that. So yeah, in case you guys maybe remember, both Ira and Alan are twins, in case you're wondering. So yeah, Alan, he actually once again kind of like worked really hard. He's a straight A student. In case you guys know, he's mentally gifted, something like that. He's really good at school. He's now work on as a champion bodybuilder. Even though he actually quite smart, he kind of like working out a lot. That's why he actually got active and love the outdoor trade because I know, man. Sorry, I mean Alan just kind of like the sole reason I kind of want Ira to finally have at least one sibling to maybe get along with during the beginning of the walkthrough. Because yes, in case you guys know, kind of like a little bit of a backstory that Alan and Ira's father, I mean not Ariana's kind of like, I mean here's the thing though, maybe if you probably do remember, but kind of like my story about this is Ariana used to kind of like first got married and actually got into twin, but unfortunately her first husband is a bit of a cheating like a bit of a cheater. So yeah, he kind of left him because he didn't really want to have the, I would say kind of like having like a father who kind of like cheating on other women, something like that. Well, I'm really attached to her father, kind of like her biological father a lot. That she tends to not exactly get along with like the child that Ariana actually second marriage. In case you guys know, for the genealogy that Ariana and Giovanni actually both are wants to get married first, but their first marriage life actually kind of like kind of like their own, something like that. I mean not a lie, but I mean kind of like Ariana kind of like married first and having the twins, and after like find out that her first husband got cheated and she left him, she actually like really need to kind of have to find a new father figure. So that's why she actually married Giovanni here. I'll actually tell the other side later, sure, don't need to worry, but we're gonna go for this side first. Yeah, Alan actually leaving the house now since like his mother, his stepfather, passed away. So yeah, that's actually a thing. Sorry, I mean I'm kind of trying not to make the part long, but then again try to explain Alan taking around 5 minutes already. That's kind of lame. So anyway, he actually kind of like quite smart, smart sim. That's kind of like what I subscribe, and again kind of like work on the bodybuilder career. That's kind of like another reason after their parent passed away. This room actually converted into like his workout room. Also kind of like available for all of his family members because he's just kind of like he's really again kind of like middle of the road. I see like when I create, but when I actually play more of him, like I starting to think he's more interesting for sure. Indeed, because he's actually the one that actually can marry and start their own family. So here, right here, this is actually his wife. Also, I would say his childhood friend, Caroline. So yeah, she is the wife of Alan. I'm sorry, just saying here. So I'll show you guys her family tree a little bit. Apparently, she does have like a set of siblings too, but we don't exactly care that much, unfortunately. But yeah, she actually married Alan. So yeah, they kind of start dating. I believe I do remember. Yeah, kind of like the end of my first walkthrough. I think both Alan and Caroline during their teenager year, they're still kind of like at least friends, but they actually truly start dating after after actually they're growing up, and after they're growing up, she actually moving in with Alan and like living together, something like that. Right now they're blessed with two really cute kids. I'm really happy about this. Yeah, really is. So yeah, she actually just become an adult. I mean, she kind of like a bit younger than Alan, because you guys see they're aging. So that's the thing. I mean, I believe during the time I playing this, she just aging up. Speaking of which, yeah, not gonna lie. So apparently you don't really know her trait. She's a bit of a lazy mom. I mean, yeah, not gonna lie. She's like at level 2, and she also outgoing. But the reason she outgoing because she actually worked as the charity organizer on level 7. And yeah, I believe they're around like a middle and like adult now, so their career level should be kind of high enough. So I kind of like make sure she get promotion and make sure it's fair. They actually get the same level. I mean, take time, I know, but hey, it's worth it after all, okay? So yeah, she actually like a bit of like again working mom who also work for the charity. Again, kind of like maybe makes sense for helping with the parenthood stuff. Like make sure to teaching the kids to. Having teach them to gifts. I don't know, just saying here. Also, we're actually gonna go to probably one of my favorite sims in like my parenthood walkthrough. We got Ira, and in case you guys probably know the backstory, that's after her mom actually letting her, biological father and remarriage again. Ira is kind of like a bit of a problem child. She, in case you guys know, she's quite really can't get over, kind of the breakup between the biological parents. And yeah, because her mom actually remarried in hope that she actually will get having a father figure. Well, she's not having it. In case you guys maybe remember the walk too, she's kind of fight a lot with her step sibling, which is really caused out drama, and I'm actually loving it. Well, in case you guys know relationship between Alan and maybe his step sibling, I'll probably introduction the other side of the family relationship because there's a lot of him in this game. Not gonna lie, he's getting along pretty well. I mean, just at least one of the siblings, he's really getting along pretty well. Like having a big brother figure, which is really warming. I mean, at least Ariana's second marriage actually end up pretty well. Yeah, really end up really well. So yeah, I mean, even though it's not good for Ira, I mean, but yeah, this is kind of like really something. She also kind of tends to pick a fight. I mean, a bit of a problem child who, had to, deal with the breakup between their parent. I mean, her biological parent and her mother actually remarried, and she's not really happy about this. She's gonna really have to deal a lot. I mean, that's why she got hard to trade, but she's also pretty outgoing too. In case you know that she kind of makes a lot of friends, and she really self-assured. And also, yeah, she's really strong. So kind of like, when she kind of love beating up the spies, kind of like the magic here. Yeah, I mean, since she now start growing to be an adult, she starts to, leaving the feud behind. So in case you guys probably may be wondering, she not exactly interact with much of her, her step sibling that much anymore. But, her biological sibling still, I would say, yeah, she's still loving. In case you guys know, her and Alan are super sibling, of course. They're really close. I mean, even though she doesn't actually got any sibling to get along that well on, the walkthrough I play, she and her twin brother really get along. So there's that. So of course, that's actually really nice. I mean, even though she not get along with her step sibling, but hey, whatever works. Unfortunately, Ira, despite that when she actually, growing, she's not planning to marriage or having any kid after all. She just want to live life, something like that. I mean, it's kind of really a bit late right now. I suppose that she actually around of the adult, segment there. But hey, I mean, at least she actually loving, Alan's kid, she trying to, despite that she probably having a bit of the lost childhood, something like that, not exactly the best one, she's still gonna try to provide the best care for her, I would say, yeah, her her nieces. Yeah, I mean, not like their nieces because Alan only have daughters. I mean, I kind of hope Alan actually getting a son and a daughter, but for some reason we end up only have daughter. But hey, I mean, what will work, right? Kind of having a cute little girl is always nice. Also, before we actually go for the next main sim that kind of introduction in during the walkthrough, we're gonna introduction Alan's child because that's kind of more makes sense. So first of all, we got Alora. And yeah, I kind of just maybe during that time while I play off camera, I kind of into Spiral a little bit. So that's why I kind of, I kind of want to maybe name one of Alan's child Alora. So yeah, I actually did. And she's really cute. She got her her mother's hair color, got some her father's, sassy look a little bit. She's really, I would say, kind of a typical oldest child. And her trait is she actually a cat lover. Maybe we'll actually adopt a cat for Aurora soon. I mean, unfortunately at this point she's not actually gonna get any cat yet. Yeah, that's sad. But she's actually quite an artistic person too, in case you guys see. That yeah, she's just almost gonna finish the archaeology aspiration, which is gonna be pretty cool. And I think she also around all the mid of the student life state, and she almost gonna be teen soon, which is gonna be excited. She also happy tolerant trait too, because why not, right? So yeah, we got Alora. I love her. I really love her. I mean, how she turned out. She looking pretty snazzy indeed. I mean, yeah, she is. Also, we actually getting another. I mean, her younger sister. We got Sheila. At first, I thought actually gonna want to get I would say, sorry. At first, I thought I'm gonna wanted to go with her younger. I mean, kind of her younger brother, and I'm gonna name him Hunter. Alora Hunter from Spyro 2. I mean, even though I not necessarily played the game But I kind of like watched the game video on YouTube, so that's why I kind of know about the series of Spiral. But yeah, I kind of even though we actually didn't get like younger brother, I mean younger sister still cute. We got Sheila here, and yeah, Sheila take after her dad. I mean, kind of like her dad a little bit, Alan, that sharing her the hair color up as him, but kind of got some her mom, like kindness face. Yeah, I mean that one is really spelled kindness. I mean, not gonna lie, man. Okay, that's being ironic here. So Sheila is actually a toddler, right? For the time being. But in case you guys see her, like her kind of like aging, she also kind of aging become a child soon, and she actually get angelic trait for the time being. Well, this is a bit of a mistake a little bit here because Alora, when she is here's the thing, when she actually just a toddler, I accidentally give her angelic trait, which is it's kind of embarrassing me that like the same sibling actually got the same toddler trait, which is yeah. Kind of feel really weird, but hey, I mean, what will work, right? So here we are. Sheila's really adorable. Seeing her skill, she almost actually gonna get enough skill, enough for her say the happy toddler trait. So sorry. So I'm kind of really looking forward for this. So yeah. Now in terms of the relationship between the parents, I mean, Alora's is kind of like gonna kind of much closer than her mom than her father, but Sheila actually kind of closer her dad than her mom. But yeah, this maybe can cost a little bit of some of the family fun a little bit, who knows. But thing with it here. But I kind of have a good relationship on both Alora and Sheila. I mean, again, she's gonna try her best to provide like really nice childhood for her nieces because she loves her nieces, of course, like her brother after all. She also kind of get along well with her sister-in-law too. Yeah, they're kind of like a bit of kind of like high school friend, something too, but not as close as Ellen, something like that. But hey, I mean, she's still working. Yeah, right. Also, in an introduction in the scene that actually born during the walkthrough, not create right away. We actually get Cecilia. So yeah, Cecilia is actually the youngest sibling of the kind of like the youngest child of the generation sibling I play on Parenthood. And by the end of the walkthrough, in other words, yeah, by the end of the Parenthood, she actually just a teenager, but I suppose that's kind of work nevertheless. So there's that. But now she's a young adult around kind of like mid segment of the young adult age, which is really interesting indeed. So yeah, that's really nice. And in case you guys see, she does have 4 siblings indeed. That kind of like 4 half siblings. Like 2 of her half siblings actually from her mother, and 2 of the other half siblings actually come from her father. So yeah, I kind of want to add some interesting a little bit. So yeah, Cecilia. It's just really nice. And yeah, she's kind of really hardworking, I would say hardworking kid too. And yes, she got top notch her because here's the thing for my rule that if the parent actually got family aspiration or have family oriented trait, better try to get the top notch toddler. So yeah, just max out all the toddler skills, some stuff like that. So yeah, that's really nice. Also, she actually got her aspiration by, I probably think the youngest kind of wanted to make some bangs. Yeah, so definitely she actually worked pretty hard. Right now, she actually level 6 on business career. Talk about crazy. But she's quite a really like really good student too. So of course, she started quite early during I would say the business career. So that's really nice. Well, Cecilia is going to be the other child of like the generation I play during my like my walkthrough that I plan to have kids. Yeah, not quite I plan to have kids, but in case you guys remember that by the end of the walkthrough, she doesn't actually get any romantic interest against, not against, but doesn't get any romantic interest with any of the male teen before. So she kind of went to her adult age, and during that time, I made her meet a lot of potential romantic interest for her until I finally find one that kind of perfect for him. Perfect for her. Which is one of a coworker named Cruz, and I think he's kind of really looking nice indeed. That she started start wooing him recently, and they hit it off pretty well. And her, his trait is really perfect for her too. I mean, to be fair, she kind of have a bit high standard in terms of maybe trying to find the love one of her life because the youngest kind of like demand the most, I suppose, right? So as a relationship between the other sibling, like her half sibling here, she really close with Ira. So yeah, Ira, despite she not getting along with kind of like her step sibling, but her half sibling, she really care about her. So yeah, the relationship is really high. But Alan, no hard feeling. I mean, Alan doesn't interact with her that much, but I guess still good. But you see Ira, yeah, Ira's she got shy, but hey, whatever work. And also the other of the like the other side of the sibling, she's also pretty close too. In case you guys see it here, I mean, if you actually remember who actually her other half sibling is, during when you watch, you actually know. But in case you didn't know, I'll definitely will introduce them later. But yeah, that's actually a bit of a gist of, I would say, this is a bit of a gist for kind of like the family I actually kind of like living in the main side house, or the house that I play for for like 1 year ago. So yeah, there's that, and I really excited to like introduce more. I mean, that I need to take read a little bit because yeah, I'm kind of starting running my breath right now. Oh my god. The part's gonna get long, I'm sorry guys. But anyway, I'm actually gonna cut a little bit here. We're gonna go straight to, I believe, the menstrual a little bit. And I'll see you guys to introduction the side of the sibling, the side of the children of the parenthood. So yeah, in case you guys know, we already introduction all of Ariana's children. That in case you remember, yes, kind of like Cecilia actually counts as Ariana's kids too, in case you're wondering. So there's that. But we're gonna introduction two more, so of course I'll definitely show you guys that one for sure. But anyway, I'll cut a little bit right here to take myself a breather, and I'll see you guys in just a second then, guys. Okay, I finally grabbed a quick drink. I feel a little bit better, but let's hope that I still got energy. So, yeah, we actually like the most of the kind of like the Parenthood walkthrough. I actually taking a new quest. Yeah, so that's kind of really nice. But we're actually gonna go straight to maybe San Francisco a little bit to introduce you, kind of like one of the kind of like student sibling of the Parenthood that actually like used to live in that house, but she actually moving out. So there's that. So we actually got like the family's right over there. So she actually lived over there. We got so yeah, we actually get Danica. So yeah, we have Danica Richmond, which is actually kind of like we say she started off with just a toddler when we actually starting my Parenthood mini walkthrough. So yeah, she is like a bit of used to be the youngest, and she's quite a bit of a spoil. She is quite irresponsible and some shit like that. In case you guys know that I actually intentionally make her responsible. Kind of made her go straight to irresponsible. So she kind of really a bit of a more carefree sibling, something like that. So yeah, just kind of to describe her here. Well, when she actually just, I think the end of the walkthrough I play, she's just a teenager, and that kind of urged on to become a young adult, and oh my god, talk about, just caused a lot of, drama here. So, yeah, just in case you guys know she's moving out, well, kind of have a reason, I kind of have like a bit of a reason why she actually moving out from her old house, because I believe that Ira, kind of kicked her out, because, gonna need to make some room for her niece, things like that. In case you guys maybe watch my we walked through like a years ago, you know how Ira and Danica despise each other. I mean, she really, like fight her a lot, and Timothy here. I mean, they feel still, a thing. So of course, kind of like this, stuff. So yeah, because of that, she's actually moving out and decided to kind of like rent an apartment around at the Medina Studio apartment in San Francisco, right over there, to go to art corner, because she's quite an artsy person. Because she's so artsy and something like that, she doesn't really care much of how school teaching. That's why she's act pretty irresponsible and some stuff like that. Well, she kind of unemployed, but because of this, even though she kind of unemployed, unfortunately, kind of like doesn't mean that she doesn't make any money. So of course she kind of got kicked out by, the old house, because gonna need to make some room for kind of like Sheila, because yeah, in case you guys maybe realize, Sheila's room used to be Danica's room, but because like we're gonna need to make a room for it. So of course. So yeah, Danica moving out, even though that I'm not really sure how she going to like leave herself now, because you guys know she quite responsible. She doesn't really take it responsible seriously. Not really sure how long she's gonna live to that apartment. Yeah, I kind of have no idea, but at least she actually got in her, like one of her best friends on her childhood, that she actually live in Batista here, that, like just hanging around, because, yeah, at least she probably don't want to live alone in the apartment, so of course she kind of wanted to have at least a company, so of course. And again, Danica is actually another student that I actually not planning to get married to after I completed her aspiration. I just moved her away. Another reason, I believe. So yeah, in case you guys maybe noticed, Danica's actually completed her aspiration right now. In our word, that she actually like the first sim here for the family that actually completed her aspiration. So there's that. So yeah, just moving her out to like the other apartment, so she could finally live her own life here. Not really sure will she be able to survive that, or she may need to live somewhere else instead. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, yeah, I already completed her aspirations, so I'm kind of like finished playing with her. So all right. I mean, I'm gonna maybe share this household later. I mean, I kind of wanted it to because it's been a year and I kind of want to maybe. I mean, some guy interested to play, kind of like the family a little bit. Who knows? But anyway, I'm just gonna cut again. We're gonna go right to the final. Kind of like the other. I mean, kind of like Danica's older brother, who actually moving out and kind of started own family, and he really, really indeed thought, a lot. So I'll see you guys just a second, everybody. Alright there, we are back, and yeah, just take a breather again, thank God. So, anyway, introduction, probably the most successful, I would say, the most successful children of the first generation, I mean, the sixth generation to be exact, that, theme to here. Sorry, I'm still, my tongue is tied here. So, we actually got Leonardo, remember Leonardo, the oldest, child of the family on Parenthood, like me, Walker family. So yeah, he actually, an adult, in case you guys know. Yeah, he started off as a teenager because again, we kind of wanted to get some teenager stuff after all. So yeah, Leonardo, he is kind of like a bit of, like the older child who actually care about the family and stuff, things like here. So anyway, in case you probably see, I would say kind of like the family tree right here. So yes, Leonardo actually also. The sister of Danica, in case you remember, and yes, also again that Cecilia actually having kind of like four siblings there, which is actually both of my half siblings here. So anyway, Leonardo and Danica are siblings, but like on when we starting off, Leonardo actually a teenager and Danica is just a cute little toddler. So yeah, talk about things. So their father Giovanni, yeah, again for a little bit of recap of backstory that. Giovanni is actually, a bit of a, like typical family dad guy. That he like his first marriage is actually with like some Dimitri here. Yeah, like the first marriage actually giving birth for both Leonardo and Danica, but like his loved one, his first loved one actually passed away during like around Danica's really really young, and Leonardo around as a child. I mean, he's kind of understand like the pain of Dimitri here that his father is, like he's really, really supportive, and of course, Dimitri that, later after, Giovanni kind of feel that since they're so young, and, Leonardo's around his 16 year, he kind of needs, a new mother figure for both of his child, so that's why he actually married Ariana, and yes, the family has been reunited, so, yeah, there, in case you guys see, right here, but, Leonardo, he's kind of like really a bit off, I would say now that, when he kind of like announced that he's gonna have like a new step sibling, he's really, really excited, and he kind of tried his best to finally get along with the new siblings. So in other words, like this new step sibling. So he's actually getting along with Alan pretty well. In case you remember that he and Alan are really, really damn close. Yeah, become a really cool super sibling. Unfortunately, that wasn't work with Ira. In case you guys know that I mentioned earlier, Ira kinda doesn't really taking that too well on kind of like it's not. I mean, kind of like her parents actually breaking up instead of one of them kind of like, pass away. I mean, like Leonardo does. I mean, he kind of tried his best effort on trying to, kind of like, I would say create a bond with Ira, but it ends up pretty badly because one time Ira actually, reading his diary and he just not having it, and yeah, kind of like, unfortunately, after, like all several years, he and Ira doesn't talk that much anymore. But I believe that, because Ira probably already letting go of the feud, and I kind of guess that maybe it's best to just, moving on. But he and Alan still, I would say still contact with each other a lot, and he also kind of know Alan's child too, because you guys know Alora, and I guess he knows Sheila too, but yeah, the relationship kind of work with Will in this game. And he's really, really a really great big brother, kind of like big brother figure for Cecilia that, they're really, really close even nowadays. And he and Danica's also close, kind of like Leonardo is kind of like the, kind of like a really, really good big brother figure. So in case you guys know his trait that he actually, kind of a typical geek too in some way, a teenager love game and stuff. He's a good sim and he's family oriented, because of he growing up with kind of really big family, like never expect that his father actually, managed to kind of like bring more, step sibling to, kind of like thing. I mean, even though that maybe step sibling trope can be, kind of maybe end up they not getting along, but not for Leonardo. That Leonardo really, really get along for, kind of like his new families, and of course, the magic here that he kind of really wished to building his new own family to be really, really big, like, his father, kind of like around that view. So, in case you guys you really, really remember, kind of like by the end of the Parenthood walkthrough, he actually married his high school sweetheart Samantha. And yes, we actually got in Samantha again that, I guess that they really, really get along pretty well because she's another geek too. And she's quite creative, same, and ambitious. And yeah, they're both having the same goal. Yeah, of course. Yeah, they actually have the same aspiration, so that's why I kind of want them to make some, really, really nice family. So, of course, of that, after they get married by the end of the, Parenthood Based walkthrough, years ago, they're actually moving out for the house so they could finally start a family on their own. And yes, the house is looking pretty nice indeed. Kind of like big for the big family, so that's kind of like the reason. So here we are. I mean, kind of like maybe give a quick look for the new house. Then, like we got a kitchen area, some dining table, a bit of the living room and something like that. Like the emergency bathroom, a laundromat. The second stair, actually, we got the kind of like Leonardo and Samantha's room, in case you're, kind of like the parents' their bedroom. And we're also getting the kind of like luxurious suite bathroom over there. We also got the balcony area because why not? And Samantha, another thing that Samantha, that after she actually getting married, she actually kind of really took into more of the flower arranging stuff. So that's why we actually got like flowers, kind of like some flower plants just kind of like staying around there. Oh, can you warp this thing? Unfortunately, oh yeah, we can. You know what? Let's de-warp it right now. Why not? Let's de-warp this thing. Yeah, get some de-warps evolution coming up. All right. Okay. Oh, sorry guys. Sorry, I kind of lost the sneezing. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm sorry. I'm kind of get long, but I'm trying to kind of like wrap this thing soon. But anyway, we actually got I would say kind of Leonardo Lure place because he actually didn't work as like the real career. He actually worked as a freelance writer. Kind of like painting pretty well. And in case you guys probably see his skill, you won't believe it. He mastered both real gaming skill and writing skill. Yeah, I mean he's still kind of like playing games despite his adult year, of course. Like. He's kind of like a geek of his own, of course. Kind of like I creating his kind of like an office for him, which is looking pretty dang nice, and I really like it. Also for the third floor, we actually got like the kids area, and yes, I spent a lot of time trying to creating the room, which is gonna be really cool. Also, we got a student bathroom here too. Also, maybe we actually could add a balcony here in the future because I kind of wanted them to do a little bit. I mean, I actually added the balcony area already, so I may gonna do that area later. So yeah, the same here. So yeah, Leonardo and Samantha actually, like for the family's theme, and they're really blessed with really, like bless a lot of kids. So yeah, we're actually gonna see introduction their children now. So first of all, we actually got the twins. I would say the kind of like the first twin that they actually, bring to the family. We got Paxton and Tevin. So yeah, we actually got like a typical, I would say, good-looking hot twins. Of course, I mean, yeah, they're looking pretty nice indeed. They're actually on, got a socially gift, trait because I actually made them complete the, what should I say again? Yeah, the social butterfly aspiration. So there's that. And one of them are both top taller because I'm not gonna lie, all of the kids here are top taller because both of the parents are family sims or the family aspiration and kind of family oriented in some way. So of course they actually getting, I would say, like top notch for sure. They're good parenting. Also, yeah, I forgot to mention Samantha worked as a daycare, thingy here, and ooh la la, yeah, she's gonna get a really good, paying here, which is kind of nice though. Kind of like even though Leonardo worked as a freelance and get some really nice bang, Samantha kind of wanted to make sure she also brings some kind of testimonial here in terms of the daycare career and her flower arranging. So yeah, she's gonna do some flower arranging too, in case you're wondering. She does poetry. So yeah, that's the thing. So yeah, we actually getting quite really cool. I mean, I think they're just become teenagers, so apparently they doesn't get much trade after all. So Paxton here, consider Paxton is the older twin and Tevin is the younger twins. Yeah, just like saying that right here. So Paxton here, he kind of loved, dyeing his hair with a tip a little bit. He kind of looking cool and such. But in deep down, he's a bit of family thing. And he kind of wants to maybe, he heard a lot of, like his, like his father, as he mentioned about a lot of his grandfather and his step grandmother. Yeah, it's his step grandmother. Never thought to say the word here. That like how they're been raising and like really really nice family, and his father really really raised a nice family and guiding his children to the right path. And of course, Hassan kind of wants to following the footsteps, so he kind of getting the same aspiration at the the Parenthood aspiration introduction there, in case you remember. Yes, yeah, about that. I finally can complete this one for peculiar reason. Also, this trait that he actually outgoing. Also, yes, both twin here are both outgoing, but Paxton is a bit of like a bit of family sim, so I give him the trait. Unfortunately, we cannot be family oriented until young adult age, which is I don't get it, but what are you gonna do? So yeah, he's kind of quite neat and something like that, and he's kind of really, really close with all his siblings, including his parents. So yeah, his parents there have a really, really great relationship together, which is really nice. Also, he kind of know a bit of Aunt Cecilia a little bit. Maybe I'll make sure they get better relationship soon, because why not? I mean, think here. Tevin is again, I would say the younger twin. Well, unfortunately, younger twin, he's kind of not starting to care much of the family that much. He wasn't close too much with the sibling. If his guys say that their sibling wasn't, his relationship with his sibling wasn't the best, but he's really, really close to his twin. Like his twin really, really, close. Of course, they were. Because like that kind of like says something a little bit, that when I actually play off camera, when we actually got in the new sibling introduction to the house, Hassan really really happy to get to know the sibling. He really really happy with like new sibling and stuff like that. So that's why he really really close and trying to be supportive to his sibling and family. While Tevin kind of really doesn't like it. He's not exactly having it for, like having a new sibling. He thought that, being the youngest twin should be enough. Don't really need another sibling after all, but Leonardo and Samantha want more kids, so yeah, I didn't see the end result here. So there's that. So yeah, Tevin, on the other hand, he kind of wants to become a bit of a player. And yes, I'm gonna give him zero romantic, because why not? I'm totally down with it for maybe having one of the siblings become a bit of a heartbreaker, so why not then? And how does he trade though? He's outgoing like, Paxton, but he also materialistic, because why not? He just love buying stuff to make sure that the girl always gonna swoon all over him and, all the stuff like that. So of course he's gonna have to get into the trend. So there's that. Now we actually introduction to the next sibling. We got Natasha, who is, I would say now, it's kind of a combination of the artsy and, quite, kind of like an outdoor Aussie. Yeah, that's what I say. So Natasha actually is the third child, and she is kind of like a bit of middle child here, but Dimitri here, middle child tend to be having some hidden talent, and sure she did. That she actually an art lover, and of course I'm taller indeed, and she was around almost in the age for the teenager. So yeah, there's that. But her aspiration is not involved with art. She actually a bit of a rambunctious gram, so yeah, she a bit of, I would say, the outdoor artsy type. So yeah, that's why she loving art, and she got quite a good creativity skill. She's kind of, wanted to make a lot of friends and stuff like that. So that's why she kind of wants to go with rambunctious gram instead. So there's that. Also, a little fun fact that she actually good friend with Alora. So yeah, I would say now that like one time that Leonardo actually go to, his old house and introduction with Alan's children with Alora, and yeah, they're really really been good friends since. And yes, on the relationship with the siblings, she's kind of pretty, I would say close to most of the siblings except Tevin, because yeah, Tevin doesn't exactly care, but she really records Paxton. So yeah, they're good friends. So that's pretty nice. Thanks a lot to ruin my commentate. Thanks, Siren. What the hell? So she's really, really close to her young sibling too. Being middle child sometimes, gonna need to get a good side on the young sibling and something like that. So there's that. And yeah, the parking along now. I'll try to wrapping soon. Don't need to worry. I thought it okay only half an hour, but boy, there's a lot of things to explain, and you do know how much I love explaining stuff. Okay. So we have to go to the other twins. In other words, like they are, I would say, the first twin. Now we have to go to the younger twins. So we got Alonso right over there, and Julia. So after the young, kind of like the I would say kind of like the younger twin. You remember that I mentioned earlier that the kind of like the first sibling there. I would say the first twin are actually looking kind of really similar. That they actually got the same trait. Well, I decided, you know what? For the next twins of the family, I decided to actually make the twin become opposite. In other words, you guys will see their trait right now. Alonso is actually a good twins, and for the Tomatolo to because the family really love them. But Julia actually happened to be an evil twin. And yes, in case you guys are probably wondering, Alonso is an older twin, and Julia is indeed the younger twin. And I kind of would love to go with the idea of the a trope of the younger sibling tend to be the evil sibling. So you know what? I actually gonna make Julia the evil sibling. So yeah, I'm gonna maybe spice something up a little bit for the families, and maybe cause a little bit of the sibling drama and things like that. As for Alonso, he is kind of want to be artsy, all the stuff like that. He really wanted to. So of course, yeah, he's just I would say. Yeah, kind of like thematic here, and of course, he and Natasha's kind of pretty close too because they're kind of interesting in the same thing. So of course, Natasha's really supportive with Alonso there. So of course, she's kind of really an artsy sim too. Of course, Julian on the other hand, she's a bit of a mischievous type. She wants to be Wizkid, and in our world, if you want to become an evil twin, the evil sibling, you gotta have to outsmart the other siblings. So of course, I decided to give Julia the Wizkid aspiration. And yeah, they're actually just aging. I'm just wondering that their skill wasn't actually like as much for the time being, but I guess still worked. Yeah, not gonna lie, not gonna bother with this. So as for the relationship between the siblings, despite I would say now they're actually an opposite sibling, she will actually do what it would take to protect Alonso. Yeah, they're kind of like twin the same age, even though he's a good twin, she's the evil twin, but she still have a soft spot with Alonso, and probably I kind of hope that she will never ever bullying him. On the other hand, okay, well, Natasha, she's kind of have a good relationship with Natasha, of course. Yeah, sisters gonna have to stick along together. And Paxton, relationship with Paxton, that she kind of maybe have a bit of a hot and cold relationship a little bit. Paxton will try his best to maybe provide some, like good advice with Julia, but I guess Julia have something better in mind. And thus, we finally gonna conclude with she and Tevin despite each other. So yeah, they're actually enemies too. I decided, this Tevin doesn't exactly care, and he kind of tend to maybe just tend to bullying the younger sibling. And yes, Julia is not having it. On kind of the moment before Tevin edging up, I decided to actually have Julia fighting with Tevin. I guess Julia win too, which is actually kind of like things kind of getting fun indeed. So yeah, just a little sum up with that. For Alonso, he kind of getting close with the sibling except Tevin, so there's that. I'm gonna make sure I figure into Paxton a little bit to make sure they get closer. Natasha and Julia are already close enough, so I'm really happy about that. So yeah, I'm just finally finished reintroduction. Kind of like not exactly reintroduction, but kind of like told you guys how the Parenthood family have been doing since a year since after I finished the walkthrough with. And not gonna lie, I guess I really love playing this family so much that I'm still going to play. Also, sorry. Also, I was actually going to sharing this the 1 year later version of the families the Parenthood family to the gallery too. So in case you kind of want to play with the family and like maybe you kind of wanted to lead how like they will go on each direction, I'll definitely will get that to Simple Gallery for sure. Don't worry. Also, I'm not entirely sure I want to go over the house though. I'm not entirely sure I want to share, but I'll think about it later. Maybe I'll actually share a house with you guys because I kind of like what I created the house in, the Parenthood one for both the old house and the new house for, for like this game. So I'm really excited. So yeah. And again, I'm kind of really excited to, maybe start on my new Sim 4 walkthrough too because in case you guys already know, I just finished the season walkthrough. So of course, I kind of wanted to start a new one soon. I'm really excited for, the new expansion pack that I'm actually going to walk through. And boy, I get a lot of time to play with this. And yeah, I'm probably going to play off camera on this family soon. And maybe we'll see this family sometime later when, I got time. But for now, guys, man, this will kind of get too longer than I expected. I'm sorry, guys. I thought it was actually going to be a bit shorter. Yeah, I know. But yeah, sometimes it can't really be helped, I believe. There's all to explain. I'm trying to explain stuff, alright? Just saying. Maybe I'll kind of, miss out something, but hey, you can comment to me that, in case you're curious about the family and stuff like that. I'll definitely answer you guys later if, you guys comment, alright? Anyway, guys, hope you all enjoy for some random stuff here, alright? And I'll see you guys next time then.